Oh. Okay. Right. We're back. Just double checking this is working. Yes, it's working. Cool. Again, we are trading away the second half of our Paradox Pokemon. Yep, second half of the Paradox Pokemon is what we're trading away. And we got a couple of goals in mind. Nothing major. The first one was one box. Right? One box of Pokemon. Can I build a functional team? And we had to look at it. These are all the Mon. We had to look through it, right? I separated them into region for a separate thing because the second idea was, can I build a team where each Pokemon is from a different region? So, for example, I've got Japan here at the bottom. Yeah, as you can see, it comes up in the top right hand corner. And then here, this is English. Oh no, wait. Those don't belong there. Okay, let's drop them down. Why it's a little easier for us. As you can see, Japan is like, yeah, clearly dominating it. But yeah, this is English. Over here, I've got German, French, Italian, Chinese, and Korean. As such. So they all came from one box. Now, looking at like Pokemon you can be used competitively, these two are always good. You know, Terra Fairy would be nice. Here, like Terra Dark. You know, Terra Water. There's a couple. They're like, I'd say they're like, for what we're gonna get, like A tier. This is like a C tier if you had a snow team set up, because you'll evolve into an ice type. This, you know, it can be good. Volcarona is pretty strong, and we're gonna ignore that altogether. And on this side of things, that's not competitive. These two are double ups, so we can get rid of them, and so are these. Anything else worth mentioning? That's good in a Trick Room. Salamence is average. Both of these are good in a water team, like if you had a Pelipper. Good in the all bug team, or for setting up Rain Dance, which you don't have. And that's just good in general, if you can evolve it. So yeah, there's L1 Eevee. Eevee's pretty good. Gives you options. Most likely Sylveon, but decent. So that's what we got from the first box. We're going to go to the second box, and then if this one turns out to be a better box, then we'll use this box to build the team. And on top of that, I'm looking for Pokemon that are pretty much from regions that aren't Japan or England. Japan or English, sorry. Like these. And if I find more of those, they will go towards building unique teams. But for now, we're just going to get straight into it. And I need to... Yep, we need to join. Perfect. And again, this is being done because Paradox Pokemon are being made legal as of... For us, technically it would be today, but because Australia at the time being ahead. But it's the 1st/2nd of February, so it should be tomorrow for us. Go along. Yeah, that's what we're doing. They're being made legal, and I actually saw on someone else's stream, they were saying they were doing a wonder trade sort of thing, and they were like, oh, they had a realization that Paradox Pokemon won't be getting traded as much, or at all really, because the fact that they're being made legal and they're hard to get because you can't breed them. So it's a lot of investment to trade it away. The only reason you do that is if you're actually trading for another Paradox. You know, no one's wonder trading. And I'm like, well, actually, bud, I am. That's where this comes in. So, yeah. Hopefully we can get some stuff going. And yeah, let's just... Surprise trade. I keep calling it wonder trade. Keep calling it wonder trade. It's not a wonder trade. But we live and we learn. Yeah, cool. So we're just gonna see if we can get some cool trades here. You know, I think it'll be interesting. I'm not expecting like immaculate trades. Like, there's no shinies coming up. We can just run that picture for the same reason Paradox won't really come up. I'm just looking for anything that's like remotely, you know, usable. Like, that could be usable in an ice team. Depends on its ability. It's really the ability that's the big one, because it's harder to change that. Yup. Okay, that just got registered. That's always actually pretty promising. Do you want to begin? Yes. Okay. Ice body. Interesting. And yeah, most of these will be either quick balls or ultra balls that I've caught with. You know, I think it just makes it a little more legit than your common Pokeball, just because there is quite a bit of, like, you know, stuff going around lately of hacked Pokemon. And also, I haven't touched any stats or I haven't modded these at all. They're like, I haven't leveled them or anything. They are El Natural. So yeah, they're all between like level 57 and 58. No, sorry, 53 and 58. There's a range there. I did do a stream where I caught a couple of these, and I have done the previous trade stream, just so everyone can see the transparency. It's not like, oh, I do a team based on Wonder Trades, and it's all like, you know, unrecorded. Just quickly talking about that. Fido. Fido is a decent fairy type. Okay. It's a low level, I've got leadership, but I'm saying, like, it is a decent fairy type. It's not great. There are way better fairy types. But, for this format, it's good. For the format of the Wonder Trade. Like, obviously Fluttermane just outranks it in every way possible. But, like, for this, pretty damn good. So, Dustbun, you know, could be a contender. Could be an interesting contender for, you know, there's a lot of dragons going around. That'd be its main use. You just need a way to protect it from fairies. From steel types. Barboach, not the greatest. It's like his evolution's kind of like meh. It's kind of like, for this format, it's like, it's good, but not good enough. That's really where I'm getting at with that. Okay, yes. Okay, another Chinese Pokemon. Excellent. Japanese. Another French Pokemon. Okay. Barboach. Barloach. Oh, nice. Another French Pokemon. Now, for the team thing, that's a really good one to have. Does kind of, you know, weigh out, like, it kind of negates, you know, being from one of the regions, because the French region already has such a great mon. It's one of the starters, so it's like, yeah, I mean, like, unless they get saying great, the French one's just gonna be Meowscarada. I'm pretty sure it's Meowscarada. But yeah, so we're making some interesting plays. Okay. Not an amazing Pokemon, but dragons are strong, and it knows strong moves. Like, I'm like 70% sure this knows Draco Meteor. I could be waffling right now, talking straight up my ass, but I'm pretty sure it knows. Like, obviously you'd have to turn it into a Haxorus, but yeah, you get the point. Okay. Here's another Ultra Ball on the way. Okay. Nothing exciting here. If we're being honest. Yeah. Like, there's always a chance. It was one of those Pokemon that's got like multiple colours. I thought it could have been a shiny, but again, they're not really posting shinies on here. So the best we can get from that is region, and nope, just a Premier Ball for the baby. I respect the Premier Ball, but that's pretty cool. Dude, some of these are like so quick. Why is it not shrinking? Okay. There we go. Heavy Ball. Okay, that is 100% going on the team. Like, regardless of anything else, it's going on the team. That's the strongest one we've got so far. Now, I don't even need to really check. It's Japanese. Yep, cool. That's... Okay, that's already, like, so much stronger than the last box. Now, the last box had not this high of a hit. Like, this is like an upper A tier hit, right? If not even an S tier hit. But the other one had like a few that were like A to B tier. Because like both the starters were like pretty good. Damn. The speed on this. This isn't Wonder Trading, because Wonder Trading was never this fast. Just the sheer amount of people that are trading is ridiculous. Okay. Strong. Very good. Let's have a look. Okay. That is another great mon. Okay. Grimmsnarl. Like, again. He's not like a full-blown, like, S tier, right? But he's like top of the A. If I'm being honest, like, what am I looking for? What is S tier? S tier is Mousehold, Armorage, Golden Go, Meowscarada, Annihilate, Dondozo and Tatsugiri, but Dondozo by itself still. Right? Tatsugiri on his own, not S tier. Then it's Murkrow, Hydreigon, Garchomp, Amoonguss is in there, and Sylveon's like A, but leaning towards S. Like, it's way more towards S than it is towards B. So, again, Grimmsnarl is like the same thing. It's like a really high A. But Armorage is on my like list of top 10 like strongest mon in this format. So I ain't gonna blame. And Grimmsnarl would be in like top 20. Well, not like strongest, but like most useful in VCG. He's in my top 20 most useful. Charmander. Okay. This we are trading. Because I'm going to throw it in now. Didn't mention it before. My bad. But we're trading anything that's non-legal. Unless I like want to sneak one in. Kind of like if I didn't have Froakie. But if I'm just going to double check here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go search. I don't have a Charmander. There's one right here, so how can they say no to Charmander? Yeah, I'll leave it for now. I thought I had another one. I already had one. So I was like, I was just gonna trade it off. But if I don't already have one, it's worth it. Oh no, I do have one. Because it didn't come up, it's registered. And I can't imagine getting rid of it. You know what, he says. I'll check later if it is, I'll trade it off. That'll be the game. But for now, we don't want to bog things up too much. There's very limited things that, you know, not tradable. No, not keep, like, VCG formatted. Like the Charizard, the Legendaries, all that kind of stuff. Okay, this one here, I'm being honest, it's like D tier. So I wouldn't say as far as F, but definitely D. D tier for sure. D's like, it's really, really bad, but it's got some use, right? There's like I could see a fraction or like a thing that gives it like some form of playability, even though it's very, very low. Whereas something like Dog Trio, just out of the question. No. And the reason I say this is, I had a look today. Flutter Mane has a total of 570 base stats, right? So that's when you take all its base stats, add them together, right? For all its different stats. What does that equal? 570. What does Dog Trio got? 405. 405. It's like, no. Like, and to make things even crazier, Roaring Moon has 590. It's on par with the majority of the mega Pokemon. Okay, Link Cologne, not good. That's gotta be French. I'm just gonna call it now. That's a Chinese mon. I guess it's cool. Oh, it's a German mon. Wait, what was the other German one? Yeah, okay, yeah. So he's a little German boy. Nice. Nice. Now, I could try and go even deeper. I'm not going to do this anytime soon. But, trying to make a mon where trying to make a competitive team where each mon is from a different region. Nice. Trying to trade enough that I can get mon that are from different regions, right? Sorry, but like, I'll make a team completely of German mon. Team completely of French mon. Korean, Chinese. Okay, Mousehold. Mousehold, that's another S tier mon. And like one of my favorite mon in this set. So Steph, thank you. Because that was gold. Tandemaus. Oh, and someone's bred it as well. That's pretty cool. And I know it sounds like, oh, it doesn't make anything. It's just like, the reason it's really cool is, for example, if you have a Scarada and you want a lot of physical attack, Toxicroak will give you 2, every time you defeat Toxicroak, you get like 2 EVs, attack EVs. And the idea is you can use that to level your attack EV. So you need like 100 and something Toxicroak. You can use the power band, makes it like 40, or you can just buy the vitamins, you know, the calcium, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the natural way of doing it. So when people randomly fight monsters, like randomly fight Pokemon, and then trade that creature away, its EVs are like all over the place. It's got like at least 5 in every one, and that's not great. So when you see something that's like level 1 just bred, you're like a clean, fresh canvas. It's like buying a canvas from an art store, and they've already thrown paint on it before you bought it. SPEU, the Spain and Europe? Well, yeah, what, that one. That's pretty cool. Hypno, again, not the greatest, but not terrible. Like, again, for normal competitive, like, C tier, maybe. But, you know, for this format, it's like, yeah, it's got its purpose. Like, I can see a plan. That is actually a good mon. Like, I would put him in, like, the B tier. For sure. Just because Spore's annoying as hell. Spore is pretty damn good. So, yeah. Liking that, for sure. B. Okay. Let's have a look. Anything new? Okay. So Lolo. Well, Lolo, what you got? Wingull. Okay, if we're using both boxes, Wingull makes this like so much nicer if it has the right move, no, the right ability. But I don't know if even Wingull has that ability. I think you have to evolve it to know. Hydration. Yeah, I don't know if he's got it. I'm looking for Drizzle, because Drizzle makes it rain when it enters, and that would make this really good. Molly. Let's see if we can get anything out of Molly. Okay, that was a betrayal. But potentially another Spore user. And a Chinese mon. How did I know it was Chinese? Okay. See these symbols? They're big, bulky, right? Very fluent. Do we have one here? Here, see this? See how they're not, like, see how that's like, they've had to shrink the size of the picture because there's so much going on? Like there and there, like, a lot's going on. Where these ones are like, even that, like, again. And then, it's, again, this is like a lot more simplified because the Chinese have their alphabet, right? The Japanese have 3 alphabets. They have hiragana, which is basic Japanese language, right? Like the basic sentence structure, right? Then you have katakana, which is this here. This is katakana, and so is this, right? It's for describing foreign words, like example, chocolato is Japanese for chocolate. They just put an O at the end because pretty much all their consonants come with a vowel, right? So they do this, right? They use the Chinese alphabet as well. The Japanese, they use it at the beginning of words because there's no spaces between what their words. They use like the kanji to denote like a new word kind of thing, right? A lot of the time. Oh, and in names. These are names. You'll notice Chinese more often because there's none of the smaller, like less complicated letters like this and this. And if I go across, see this? That's hiragana. Sorry, that's katakana. That's katakana. Okay, all of this is katakana. There is no hiragana here. Kinda sad. And there's not much kanji either. Interesting. But yeah, that's how I notice. It's because their kanji is just Chinese symbols like this. Like that first symbol here is fire. I can tell you that much. The middle symbol is child. Like, I know, again, very basic. Nothing extreme. Oh, there's another one. But yeah. So, I've been learning a bit of Japanese. Very bad at it, I'll be honest. But like, I know the very basic fundamentals. And I just know when they're not using more than one of the 3 alphabets, and it's all just the Chinese one, kanji. That's what the Japanese call it. It's like, it's probably Chinese. So yeah, bit of a rabbit there, but like, they kind of rabbited on a bit, but I hope that helped you understand. Giuliana. Okay, that sounds non-English. Sounds very Italian or European in general. Araiolu. Okay, Lucario actually ain't that bad. Like, that's a low-end A. Or a high B. 100% sure how I feel about that, but like... Okay, English. Fair enough. Low battery. Okay, we'll try and quickly finish this off, and then I'll call it there. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Another Eevee, which means another potential Sylveon. And I say Sylveon, it's Korean. Oh, and if you want to know why I know it's Korean, just quickly, is very simple. Very simple. Okay, was that the right one? Yeah, the person was Korean, and the reason I know is because it had circles. Yeah, see, Centova, it's got the circles in it, and it normally looks like 2 symbols put together, and they're either side by side or one above the other, right? But if you see circles at all, it is Korean. So this here was a retrade. Someone got this and was like, nope, trade. So, So yeah, just thought it would be a fun fact. But yeah, the reason I say Sylveon, because one, Sylveon's really good, because so many dragons, she has decent stats, But, the other thing is, like, most of the others, there's just a better mon for it. Like, Flareon is decent, but you just play Arcanine. like Umbreon. It's like, yeah, it's a dark type. That's great, but it's like at the same time, you know, it's like there's so many better dark types. Like, and a lot of them are slapped on, like Hydreigon. Hydreigon does most of what you would want from a dark type, but also has Draco Meteor. Okay, we got half the combo there. Interesting. So yeah, I don't know, there's just not many that inspire me. And like, you're gonna play Leafeon, it's like, you're crazy because you could just play Meowscarada with Flower Trick. Better Watermon than Vaporeon. I wouldn't say there is necessarily a better Watermon. It's more the fact that even if there wasn't a better Watermon, you could just Terrestrialize into water and use Terra Blast. You know what I mean? Like, but if actually a better water type is like Titan. He's ice. No, he's just ice type. He's not ice water. Okay. Yeah, like, I'm trying to think. I was thinking of it before. There is a better Watermon. So, but like Quaxly's okay. He's not the best, but you know, decent. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Watermon is more like something you turn into, like something Meowscarada would turn into for a defensive type. It's not something you take in as like a attacking heavy hitter. Oh, Rotom Wash. There you go. That's what I was thinking of. Rotom Wash. That's, you know, a solid choice. See, they're normally dual types, the water ones. It's like, or they're just like, yeah, again, there's a couple that do Terra Water, like Meowscarada. Okay, Raboot isn't legal, so we're gonna retrade the Raboot, because Raboot is not legal. So what is? A luxury ball as well. How does he get in a luxury ball? That's what I want to know. Because if he caught it from the raid battle, it would be a Cinderace. If he didn't catch it to the raid battle, it means he bred it, because you can't catch him in the wild, from my knowledge. Which means he had to breed it, which don't all bred Pokemon go into a Pokeball. Skidoo, kind of meh. I give it a meh out of 10, if I'm being honest. What we got going for us now? All I saw was Kiri. Okay, there's your starter. Nice. So that's another S tier one. Trying to think for a second. How many S tiers do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. 3 S tier one. How many A tier one do we have? Tatsugiri, because just, you know, at the end of the day, you still know Draco Meteor. That's an A tier, A tier. That's B. A tier. So, yeah, like, that's a team in itself. But then again, I'm only going off, is it a good mod, not like, does it make a good team? Because, just because something is like a B tier, or a C tier mon, right, doesn't mean it's not good and competitive, right? If you're playing a bunch of like, fast mon, that heavy hitters, all that kind of stuff, and you need a support mon, or like, a defensive mon, sometimes you delve into like, the C tiers. Like, if you had to, like, for an example, you look at Paradox Pokemon. One of the worst Paradox Pokemon is Shandy Shocks, right? But, like, if you look at his stats, and you look at his move pool and stuff like that, not great. But he comes up on so many teams where people are using 3 to 4 Paradox Pokemon. Like, I see him all the time. And you're like, but overall he's actually quite bad. But he just fits, he has a particular use. And he fits that spot so well. Oh, that's an unusual ball. And it's a... Frankie. What kind of ball actually is that? Yeah, let's get spread trading. Yeah, 100% that looks like the one he got Totodile in, but... I'm just gonna quickly check this out because this has piqued my interest. A lure ball. Ah, used for catching Pokemon on a reel. I've never used one, if I'm being honest. There's a couple of like these that come up, and I'm just like what I saw one the other day came up. I think it's here somewhere. Like that there, it's like kind of weird, but no, it was the friendship ball, and I'm just like, nah. I don't think I've ever seen one. Oh no, it's in my team. That's right. There it is. Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, I don't think I've really like spotted one. Now you're not legal in competitive, so we will be trading you off. But yeah, lure ball. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of the like balls in ages because I just don't really use them. It's like I don't really. Yeah, I just use quick ball. If it fails, ultra ball. I'm like that. I go for the classic vibe. I don't do the old dust ball, all that. Dust ball, Premier League, sorry, luxury. That's the word I was thinking of. Okay, the Lechonks going around are mad, and it's like, are people just catching them so they can trade for fodder? Or, yeah, that's interesting. Or are people like actually breeding for the shiny? Because why are there so many Lechonks going on? It's like actually crazy. Okay, not many to go. We only got 7 trades left. 7 trades, and we could do with like another A tier mon or another B tier mon. Lechonk, again, definitely a D tier mon. Actually, you know what? Might even say an F tier mon. If I'm being honest, like it doesn't do it for me, and I just can't see a way that you win a VCG match with a Lechonk on team unless like the rest of your team's really good, and you just left him on the bench every single game. Pour Me, that's like a B tier mod. Like, the revival is really nice. It's nice. He's got some decent, like, electric moves. I can respect. It's a B tier mod. It's a double up. Wait. CT versus CH. Technically a different region. Maybe it's like, you know, the Chinese way of two languages. You have like Mandarin and traditional. So we'll keep it for that, and because you're the Japanese one, and we got enough for them. I'm gonna get rid of Yo. Yeah. Yeah, I'll call it C tier. Yeah, it's not great, it's not terrible. Filling out those decks, pretty nice. We'll keep the trades up. And another Europe one. I'm just freaky. I'm just gonna hit Y. I can't do it here. Do it later. Okay, Mark. Let's see if X marks the spot. Not quite. I'll be honest, Flittle, like a C to B tier, obviously Espartra, and it's a C to B tier one. Probably better than they give it credit for, but I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not a me thing. I can't bring myself to do it, so I apologize for that. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know what I've done here. And I don't really mind. I have somehow lost stream. And it's oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. I should realign in a second. There we go. Standing shocks. Going to Sagu? Was it Chigu? One or the other. Sagu or Chigu. It sounded like I said you, but it's Goo. And this creature's name? No clue, being honest. Because that weird curved line, there's one that's the curved line with a dash, line with 2 dashes going diagonal, and 2 lines going more like 90 degrees. And I think there's one with dashes going up as well. There's just too many mon. The blue makes it look like it should be shiny, but the shiny is actually pink from memory, so that's not the case. My bad. But the blue just like looks like a shiny color. It's very like in your face, like that's what I'm looking for. Fluorescent and like, or pastel-y. You know, it's not something you'd see naturally in nature or in Pokemon. Boink. Okay. Definitely got some interesting. Grumpig got some interesting stuff. Few psychic moves, confusion. Like, it's like a C tier. I won't lie to you. It's definitely C tier, but at this point we take C tiers. I am hoping for like one more hit, but we'll see. I'm not holding too many high hopes. But also, the amount of mon, like you're looking here, it's, for me, it's 11:42 p.m., right? It'd be the same in Tokyo. There are so many Japanese mon coming. It's like, I thought there'd be more like English ones because of America being online. But they're just, nah. It's so many like Japanese. Which again, I don't have a problem. It's more saying I didn't expect that. Okay, here's a Froakie with the Premier Ball. We are straight up just deleting that. So we'll retrade him off the bat. Oh, they lined up. So we're just gonna skip. And yeah, get him out of here. Okay. We're very close to being done here. There's only 3 trades left, unless again we get another double up. Because actually, another thing that didn't I get a Olive? Okay, Smolov. Avalova's an A tier, baby B tier, but I think I just need to check because something's red with my brain. Hey, yeah, we got a Lechonk and an Oinkologne. It's because they're regional. I was trying to hold on to them. So yeah, we'll ignore the double up because I want the regions. Come on, don't do this to me. And it's another unnecessary trade. And this is another like crazy variant. No, perfect. And also, this has now been, after the next trade, this has been like, this will, even now, it's been over 60 because we've done double ups, right? Over 60 trades, and not a single shiny. Which, again, I predicted, as would anyone, like, it's not surprising. Okay, one more trade after this, and then it's time for a midnight snack. Okay, Azumarill. Azumarill is actually there you go. There you go. Azumarill is a better variant of Vaporeon. Going back to the previous comment from sorry, I forgot who made the comment, but from the previous commenter, okay. The reason Azumarill is a better water type, it becomes a water type in the end, right? But the reason it's better is it's fairy. And again, fairy is 4 times stronger. Pretty sure it's 4 times stronger against dragon? No, it is, yeah. It's one of the few typings where, like, kind of like fighting to normal. It's like, normally, like, grass does double to water, right? But if it was a water rock type, do 4 times, because you need both. You need 2 times to have the weakness. But yeah, fairy to dragon 4 times, and that's pretty strong. So this would give you a water type to take out Torkoal, Arcanine, and Skeledirge, stuff like that, and any Terrestrialize. So great mon, but also hits dragons. So yeah, that is actually genuinely like a great mon. 80, sorry, not 80. So yeah, I have to give mad respect to that. Or at least the Japanese user. I'm getting a Pelipper. Interesting. Now we'll get to check, because the win goal was an uncertainty. Do we have Drizzle? Let's just say yes, for the sake of saying yes. I haven't got a Pelipper before. Yes. Did we get the Drizzle? And I want to check some of these regions. Nice. It has got Drizzle, yes. So I'm going to trade away this window. Yes. We don't care about canceling. Okay. Hopefully we lost her another day. Yeah, I'm sorry that I sound a bit flat right now. Or like eager to get off. I hit the wrong button. But like, yeah, it's midnight here. I left the stream a bit late. So, apologies. I'm glad people tuned in. I didn't think anyone was gonna tune in, but yeah, that's awesome. So, appreciate it. And Neko. That was with a K. I assume it's a weeb, but that's Sigiri. Okay, need to do another trade. Yep. He's Terra Fighting, he's Terra Dragon. Sorry about you off. I do like the orange better than the yellow, if I'm being strictly honest. And for those who didn't know, Dondozo, when he eats the Tatsugiri and he does order up, he gets a stat based on the colour of the... It's either like attack, special defense, or speed. Something like that. I don't know the exact. I just know the orange one gives attack. So yeah. Good thing to look out for. $719G. Gastrodon. Huge. Actually huge. Gastrodon's pretty big. Because what is it? Or is it Storm Drain? Something like that. I just know it's really good. It was like really big in Sword and Shield because of Kyogre. I used to run it and everyone used to get real mad, yeah, Storm Draining you. Because they used to get just so mad because you know, Kyogre goes Sprout, grrr, your team dead. And Gastron's just like, huh? Did you say something? So yeah. Anyway, peeps, this is the final box. We did get some interesting mon. We got some strong mon as well. And we also got some weird regions, so this was really cool. I'm gonna work on this. I'll probably do another stream where I talk about some of like the competitive side of it, and like what stats I need, which mons I'm gonna thinking about using, which moves I need, which stats, all the fun stuff. But that will definitely be a different day. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. I'm gonna peace out here. So yeah. Remember to like, subscribe, you know, all the normal YouTube stuff, because again, this, I know it's a live stream, but it's still a YouTube channel. And yeah, leave a comment on anything I could do better, anything you want to see in the future, any suggestions on teams, not just for the Wonder Box here, but for competitive in general, because I do a lot of competitive.